Welcome back to Aachen Outdoors. I am Aaron Aachen, and today we are going to the Wisconsin Fishing Expo down in Madison, Wisconsin at the Alliance Expo Center. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, they got boats, they got everything the ice fishing show had just ramped up because it's the total fishing show. So we'll go check it out. We'll just kind of walk around and see what's there. So stay tuned. If you guys come here Saturday or Sunday, they don't accept cash. You gotta pay with card. Parking in the back parking lot is what I do, 'cause I'm afraid that I'm gonna crash into you. Alright, we're inside. Here's the seminars. Got some kiddie rides over here. Here's all the boats.
Something like an ice rod or anything. They do have a titanium bail wire, so if you're to bend it or do anything with it, it always returns the same spot. This
is your last call. Speaker room C, 3 o'clock.
Found one of my kages. $40.
How you guys doing? Good. Anything in particular you're looking for?
No, I'm just trying to get a good deal on one of these
Kages?
Kage ultralights.
Okay. Yep.
I have a 6'1".
If I was better at perch fishing, I'd put mine to work better, but I just suck at finding perch.
I use it for smallmouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
You go wade in the water and you catch like small to 20-inch smallmouth.
Yeah.
It's perfect to
That's
these
cool.
little guys right here.
That's cool.
But I got mine for $100.
That's going to be a tough one to beat.
Yeah, it was on clearance at Shields. I think they're
Thorns would
clearing them
probably
out.
be the closest one you might be able to get to something that's close of a deal.
Where's that at?
Down there in that back corner.
Cool.
The big giant one.
Cool.
That'd be my guess about that. Would probably be the closest you're going to find to that kind of a deal.
A TDI rod.
Cool,
Yep.
thanks,
Who's
man.
Carrying that?
So.
Oh yeah.
Walleye Nation Creations. There you go. 30% off retired musky rods. Mags, custom rods. Got resorts. I have 2 of those.
Do you?
Is that the Kage? Or is that attached rod? I have these. These are like, basically they're like a Tatcha Elite, but custom for like little shops. Only little shops can sell them. But the bass rods, this will slip on you sometimes, which sucks. But I have the little 6-foot one.
Yeah.
Ultra, it's the best rod I own.
Cool.
But the bass rod, but for $90, that's crazy. So it looks like the new Kages have a different reel seat. This one kept creeping down on everyone. I think they fixed it now. And it's got the cool new color to it. Oh, one's half price.
Man, this one's so light too. that was basically the same. Yeah, so I think
That's a really good deal. Well, if you're looking for discount place, this is it right here. Let's see if I can find any daiwas. Obviously a daiwa guy. 20 bucks for this one. There's a couple of daiwas over here, 30. Crossfire. I had a crossfire. It snapped right in half when I used it. I got snagged on a tree, and when I went to pull the thing out, it just snapped. It was super easy. If you want to get in for good price right now, these HMX ones are good rods too. Fenwick, 100 bucks. Cutthroat if you want to get some awesome knives. Oh, look at that one. That kid got a big one. Hi guys, you remember me? Last summer, it was me and my two brothers.
Yeah. Have you guys booked anywhere yet?
Yeah, we ended up booking at Muskie Bay, which is...
Muskie Bay?
Yeah, Muskie Bay Resort.
Yeah.
You know, from sport shows you get to make
Oh,
friends with a lot of
yeah.
people, so.
Yeah.
I think some of the best weeks last year were August.
Yeah, that's what Ryan...
Yeah.
I've kept in touch with him,
Oh, is that
and
right?
we were trying to organize a time for us
Oh,
to
yeah.
come where he guided all 3 days,
Right.
and then we just hung out with him. But but he didn't have. I waited too long.
Oh, is that right? But
Too bad.
Yeah, because usually I book in January, so
yeah,
and I waited, and then
Yeah, because Ryan's a good guy. He's a good guy.
just sent him a video. Saying you gotta come here one time. And I got that very last few days of August.
Are you guys really? Are you usually busy in September, or no? Not really.
Hopefully. This year, the first 2
This
weeks
year-
are busy. And
Yeah.
then it
We
gets
just had one
quiet.
open. This got a cancellation today. So the first week, and then after the 13th, it's good. We do 10% off in September.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And fishing in September is always usually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's good to see you.
we'll probably try and book with you next year.
Yeah, next year. Give us a call early, like June or whatever.
Or you don't
Oh, really?
if you
Or
know,
we can put, if you know your dates,
if you
we
know,
can
just shoot me an
write it.
email and I can write it. And then once the dust settles, like people rebook their same cabins usually. So we let them do that, and then when the dust settles from that, we start.
I'll
So
fill
if
it
you
in
guys shoot
from
me
there.
a text like the week you're looking for and stuff like that. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think he'll still go.
Did you get
for us.
Ryan for one day or?
No.
Yeah, we only got him for one day.
Oh, okay.
It was a rough day too.
It was like
He had to
right
pull
near
out
the end of the
all
day
the
you found
stops.
them, right?
Yep.
Something, yeah.
He had to take us to a secret honey hole, I think.
He
That's
said,
all right.
he said, I remember him telling me, he goes, oh my God. And I said to him, and I guided a lot when I was young. I said, the worst guiding ever, the worst thing for a guide ever is the single day guide. I
Yeah.
said, you got 4 or 5 days, guys, like you're like, okay, today's off. It'll come together tomorrow. Like, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes things are off. And he said, yeah. He said, it was like, and he said, and then I was seeing fish, but they wouldn't do anything. And he started going around. I said, yeah, and you feel pressure like mad, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I said right in
you just
the
found them at the end. And,
the very beginning of the day, I said I'm allergic to walleye. I cannot catch a walleye,
Yeah.
and it just continued through the day until the very end when we caught a few in his honey hole. But yeah,
like I always said to people, when you go out and if that happens, but still don't discount those spots. Like, remember
Oh,
those
yeah,
spots.
yeah.
And then because they're good, they're just obviously something off that.
yeah. I mean, we were seeing them.
Yeah, he said it was driving him nuts. So
Yeah.
I was like, it's like what is going on? I said, yeah, that's
They just-
the single day guide thing. It's horrible. It's
Well, good seeing you.
Yeah,
good to see you.
Yeah, I'll try and make it
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah,
keep in touch though.
Yeah, I will. I'll get on it earlier this time. That's a good deal. I've never tried Denali.
So I don't know what to call it.
They look nice. Oh, deeper. That is nice. 150. Oh, those are real nice rod. Quick question for you guys.
Is that thing running?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're a star. A whole 100 people will see it.
What's the YouTube channel?
It's Otkin Outdoors.
I'm never gonna
Yeah, you're never
remember
going to remember it.
Okay. What's your question?
My question is, so say you're fishing a drop shot
Okay.
and you got 2 hooks on it.
Yeah.
Can you still have 2 poles out? Or is that pole count as 2?
So, I mean, it counts. You can have 3
Baits, hooks, and lures.
Yeah, thank you, baits, hooks, or lures. So, like, you have 2 hooks on the one. You could have another pole with the line out, but you only have one.
One pole. Okay, so that does count as 2 of your 3 hooks, basically. Okay, I was wondering that. And then the trout season.
Oh boy! All right.
That it's so complicated. I was just trying to go like to a lake and fish for trout, but then I'm like looking at the regs and I don't know if the lake I'm going to is okay for the time of year I'm in, you know, like so I guess that early season, is that just specific lakes and rivers that are in the book, or is it's okay to fish for them, you just got to throw them all
What
back?
lake are you going to?
Well, I was going, where was I going? Well, Devil's Lake's the big one.
There's a bunch of fish mats and stuff.
Trout fishing question for you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I was just wondering, is the early trout season just for certain lakes and rivers, or does it cover, or is everything you can go, you just can't keep anything?
So the early trout season would be for inland trout waters.
Yep.
So there's different waters like spring ponds and lakes, trout lakes, that would be different than the inland.
But
So-
you just asked specifically like Devil's Lake.
Devil's
Lake.
is a lake, so it would close, I believe, the first weekend in March.
So it closes in March. So where do you find that in the regs?
Go eat some candy. You know you want.
General open season for trout and salmon in inland lakes and ponds. First Saturday in May
Yeah, maybe we got
at
some
5 a.m.
first
to the
Sunday in
first
March.
Sunday in March
some
the
biscuits.
following year.
Okay, and then if whatever lake you're looking for, then you would find it in here.
The county specific.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll take that. Thanks, man.
No problem. Good luck.
The fishpro Apex. Let's see what's different. You got this bar, swivel seat. It's bigger. Music. Yeah, that's nice. Screen's bigger. Yeah, so if you want the best of the best, $25,000. This is a boat. Basically, you can have 3 people on it. 3 people. This one you can have 4. What's up?
Got a good raffle going on. Help us stock some fish.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
Come on.
Muskie matters.
Directly
huh?
affects your fishing karma. You'll have bad luck if you don't have stock.
I'll have bad luck then. That thing's cool.
Thanks a lot. It's called the Trident Explorer. So, build them in Muscatine, Iowa.
Iowa. You gotta buy a trailer for it then, I'm guessing, because it's got to be pretty heavy with. I mean, if it's outfitted like this.
It's 150 pounds
Oh, ain't too bad.
and fits in the bed of a pickup. I brought everything that's in this booth in a Honda Ridgeline here.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, so
That's awesome. That's cool.
The wheels,
the wheel, so they stay on it. That's why they're thin.
so you
So
just
just-
roll that sucker to the landing and away you go.
Pull it out of your park your truck in the parking lot. You don't have to like go to the boat ramp. Take the boat out, put all your gear on it right next to your truck, and just take it to the water and go.
Nice.
So you're not making those trips back and forth. You're not clogging up the boat ramp.
And so you're trolling, but using this for your movements.
So really, in the show, I'm showing different options.
Got
So
it.
I would if I was using that motor,
You wouldn't have
I
to.
probably would never use the paddle.
Correct.
If I was, you can also put a trolling motor or
Yeah, I saw that.
a small gas outboard on
Yeah.
the back.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
like really nice if you're fishing in a big lake and you just know I'm gonna have to go like a quarter mile to my next spot. And I don't want to paddle
Yeah.
for the next 15 minutes to get there. But this system is very, very intuitive. If you go paddle, it's the exact same motion, but you're able to go forward and backward and pivot about a point while you're fishing. And as the wind is like pushing you, you're able to counteract it or current. You're able to make those adjustments.
The subtle adjustments and still hands-free.
Yeah. And it's a really, really simple, reliable system. You don't have a bunch of gears.
And if I was only using that, you pop that on, you could have a nice little grout on it. It's going to keep you shaded too.
The seat that I'm on, I think the main benefit of it is being able to get the seat up by your leg.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually like perch on it.
Right.
So if you're pitching, this is a really nice setup. But if you're going to use a motor in the back, I recommend to switch over to a...
Otherwise, I fish Winnebago with the jet ski.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's a big lake.
I've my folks live in Bailey's Harbor, and I have flown over Lake Oshkosh, and it's like, this thing like it just goes and goes and goes. And it takes
actually
10 minutes to fly over.
I actually took my jet ski from Fond du Lac all the way to the north part of the lake, all the way, and then came back on the jet ski, and it was a rough trip. I was pretty wore out. It took about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was going 50 miles an hour, and
I didn't know that jet skis will hold enough gas to do that.
When I got back, there was less than a gallon of gas left. When I filled it up, it's a 10-gallon tank I put in like 9.6 gallons, so I was on fumes by the time I got back. So that kayak's only 32 pounds?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a totally new construction method. Basically, it's less than half the weight of a comparable plastic kayak. It's also splits into two pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Modular. So to split into two pieces, you just undo these bars, and essentially that allows you to transport it in an SUV or a minivan.
Oh,
you don't have to have a truck.
That's awesome. And then you can put the motor on the back and everything too.
Yeah, it's really like, this has been in the market. I launched this. This is the 4th year.
Oh, really?
This is actually my first year going to this show, so you may not have seen it, but
no, I've never seen it before. I'm surprised actually.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
It's remarkably difficult to let the world know that there's a new product out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is really kind of listening to, like, I love the idea, but I don't have a way to transport it, or like I'm 75 years old and I don't want to lift the back end.
Yep.
So it's just a totally different spin. The other application I think this is perfect for is strip pits, where in between the pits it's just the wild, like chest-high weeds.
Oh, yeah.
A cart doesn't do you any good. The wheels on this boat wouldn't do you any good going across open terrain like that. But I made like a strap where I just put it on my shoulder and just carry it.
That's cool. So what does it come with when you buy one? Come with a seat?
So it's really customizable. We're not actually molding it. So we're actually cutting it. Which means that you could say this is 11 and a half feet. You could say, you know what, I'm going to run on rivers with this boat. That's kind of the mission for this particular boat. I just want a single piece. All right, we just don't make it two pieces. I want to make it 10 foot long. We can make it 10 foot long.
Nice.
If you want more stability, we can make it wider. If you want less stability, more speed, we can make it longer and skinnier.
Gotcha.
so this is the prototype. So really here like to get feedback more than anything.
Yeah, yeah, I would love this because then I could just fold it up, throw it in the back of my truck, and be gone.
Yeah,
like right away.
It's pretty much the weight and similar in a lot of ways to inflatables.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Without all the blowing and sucking that comes with an inflatable.
Yeah. Is it? I'm guessing it's pretty durable.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Oh yeah.
This prototype is probably, we're still working on the coating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so this was my first shot at the coating.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I think there's still work to be done. We're trying to figure out that there's a balance between how much kind of toughness or give the coating has. Because if there's too much give, you can dent the foam under it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But if it's super hard, it won't like do anything until it just cracks.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it'll be like an eggshell. So don't want that either. So it's finding that right balance.
That perfect spot.
Kind of what we're doing right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if people knew about where you can break it right in half, put it in the back of your SUV, you'd sell 1 million of them. Because that was I had kayaks before, and my biggest problem was trying to get them up on the roof, tie them down, make sure they're secure, and then I got a trailer, and then they're kind of moving around in the trailer, and I'm like, but this would be super easy.
So I have a brochure. Arguably, you can find is almost everything is about the Trident.
Okay, yeah.
Not the Trident kayak because this is not in the market.
Gotcha.
I want to actively sell the Trident Sport.
Yeah, gotcha.
I want to one day sell the kayak, but I also want it to be perfected.
Yeah.
So I have this little survey. If you are interested to scan that code and take the survey, it's just like a 12-question Microsoft Forms thing. Just to kind of help me formulate.
Yeah.
Sure, appreciate that.
Sure. So have you had trouble in like rough water with this?
No, because I mean honestly, by the time you have rough water, you have wind that's strong enough that you're gonna go nuts trying to fight the wind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've taken it out on a day, in like a medium-sized lake in 15-mile-an-hour winds, gusting to 20 occasionally, and it was like I put a trolling motor, just a little 35-pound or 30-pounder on the back of that, and I used that to just sort of help deal with the wind, and it made it so I could fish.
Yeah.
But
but it's a kayak.
I mean, in my regular kayak, like my old one that I paddled by hand, I would have gone insane trying to fish. That day would have been impossible. So it made something that was formerly impossible possible.
Well, cool, man. Good to meet you.
I'm Greg, by the way.
Aaron.
Good
to meet you. I'm gonna put you on my channel and hopefully at least get people aware of what you got.
Any exposure I would appreciate.
Yeah, no problem.
We make them in Muscatine, Iowa. We do all kinds of customizations for folks.
That's cool.
Showing some of them like the fish finder.
Oh yeah. So I wasn't gonna buy anything. I knew if I came here I would end up buying something. But I got this Daiwa Kayage Ned rig 610 light rod. If it's anything like the 6'1" ultralight I got, or 6 foot ultralight, I would be very happy with it. But when I bought it, I got it from the 50% off rack because they redid the Kage and they got new ones, as you guys saw in the video. I got a backpack. So this is a $80 dry bag. Daiwa Kage dry bag. So I think that was the tipping point. I wasn't gonna do it, but then I saw the guy was like, "Hey, look at this," and he showed me it. He's like, "You get that for free." And I'm like, "Are you sure these are clearance rods?" He's like, I think so. So I went and talked to Daiwa, the booth themselves, and they said, "Yeah, there's nothing on there about it being clearance rods. So yeah, I guess you can cash it in for one of those bags." And then I went back and bought it. It's a good show. I mean, it all depends on what you're here for. You want boats? They got plenty of boats here. I really like those Trident kayaks. Those things are cool. And he said they're fully customizable. He said the 2-seater, so there's one that has 2 seats that's 1.5 feet longer. He said those are $3,600, and the 1-seater is $2,900. But they can add anything you want to it. They can adjust it, and they have a prototype that's only 32 pounds, and it splits in half, so you can put it in your truck or your SUV or whatever you have to. I thought that was really cool, because that was my biggest complaint about. Well, I had 2 complaints about kayaks. That was the wind pushes you around everywhere when you're trying to fish, and if you don't have like a spot lock trolling motor, it's a real pain in the butt. And the other thing was putting it on your roof of your SUV or putting it in the back of your truck. Most of them are just too long for that, especially if you have a short bed like I got. But pretty cool show. If you're gonna shop for anything, unless you're looking for custom rods from the custom rod booths, I would go to the Thorne Brothers booth. That's the biggest one, and they got the best deals. It was like Denali rods or Cashian rods. They had a buy one rod, get one 50% off, which I thought was cool. And you could just tell they're really quality rods. I didn't see any that I would get, because I got so many rods, and I'm a Daiwa fanboy, so that's kind of the rods I get now. But their rods were real cool. And then Mag's Custom Rods is here if you want to order a custom rod from him or buy one that he's got set up already. Die Hard Angling is here. Alec from Die Hard Angling's here today. I don't know if he'll have other people here the next couple of days, but there's if you're interested in like charters, fishing guides, there's tons of fishing guides and stuff here. There's food, there's trout fishing for the kids, there's drinks if you want drinks, there's boats. So the only thing, there's only a few ice fishing spots, and where they were selling, pretty sure they were custom rods, and they're selling, I think it was 2 for $50 or 3 for $50, which wouldn't be a bad deal if you're looking for panfish rods. It's not an ice fishing expo, so most of this stuff is for open water, and most shops had at least 10% off the rods from retail. A couple had 15, one had 20, and then Thorne Brothers had 20% off all rods and reels, and then they had some exclusive deals like 50% off Tatula and Kage old style rods, like the last generation, and then that's pretty much what I looked at. I didn't look for any kind of lures and stuff like that. There's a lot of custom lure guys here, which is cool. Custom plastics. So check them out if you come here. But there's even a hallway full of kayaks and kayak accessories. So if you're a kayak fisherman, you can get accessories here and build out your kayak. One of those kayaks they had built up was pretty dang cool. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.